Good morning, everyone. So welcome to the National Chung Chung University, the online course. So this is the third part for the lesson 3 of the course Introduction to Security course. So today I will introduce more detail about security protocol and some of the hardware, the security model. And first is the last lesson we already mentioned about the AES and RSA. That's called algorithm for encryption, right? So in practice, when we use AES or RSA in the kind of one of the very fundamental security protocol is a TLS or Transport Layer Security Protocol. So I will introduce later about where is a TLS used. But the TLS, they can provide 3 of CIA. Remember the first lesson we already mentioned about what is CIA. Confidentiality, integrity, and authentication. So TLS can provide that 3 pillars in security: confidentiality, integrity, and authentication. And currently TLS they use about AES 256-bit or ECC 128 bits. And the same security level for RSA about 2048 bit. So if you see ECC encryption, the key is very short, very short. But RSA is very long, very long. So if you see in practice a TLS, the Transport Layer Security Protocol, you can see in the Microsoft Edge or Chrome or Firefox, you can see on the screen. After you go to the kind of setting, you go show advanced setting, you can see the advanced tab and see the TLS. They have several mechanisms like a TLS .1.0, right? Or TLS 1.1 or 1.2 or 1.3. So currently most of the web browser they use the kind of TLS 1.3 because that's the latest one. The previous one got several attacks in the past, so currently they just upgrade. And you can go through this kind of mechanism to see what's the kind of mechanism used on your web browsers. So if they still use kind of TLS 1.0, so that's kind of very old. So maybe the communication between the web browser and the web server, maybe it's got leaked to the attacker, or they can attack very easy. So make sure they got the latest one. And besides, we have TLS, we have the other mechanism. It's called the IPsec or IP security. In this level, they encrypt the data in the IP level or the network level. So that is very good for kind of send a large data in encrypt a large data in the network. So this kind of very suitable for to encrypt the data between the 2 routers, like a 2 BGP router for to make sure the communication between the 2 hubs. For example, in Taiwan and United States. We have a kind of communication between the 2 hubs, and that's 2 BGP router. One is in Taiwan side and the other in United side. So we can use kind of IPsec to make sure that data between the Taiwan and United States is secure. And because this is IPsec, they can support a very high performance the encryption. So these are suitable for the data plane or some the tunnel to make sure they can support very large data. And currently IPsec they use AES, GCM about 128 and 256 bit. So still very secure. And remember the last time I tell you to break or to crack this kind of password, follow kind of brute force attack, you need to about 149 trillion years. So that's very long. So it's safe for now. So if you see on screen, so after the message from the come from the inside the BGP router 1 and go to the encryption, the payloads become gets encrypt and go to the IPsec tunnel, go to the BGP 2 router 2, and all this one is encrypted the data, and you cannot understand what it means. So this one is good for communication between the two endpoints, router 1 and router 2. And if you see look more detail about the, how they do that, remember we have an IP packet header in the computer network. So you can see this one is IP packets. We can have many kind of field like version, TLS, total length, IP source address, IP destination address. So to make sure this kind of data is secure from the hacker, so we need to encrypt the whole IP packet. So now you can see the IPsec, they just insert the new data. They still keep the original the IP header and original IP datagram payload, but they just encrypt and they insert a new IP header. And this is now new IP header include about the new IPsec IP number. This kind of you make sure it's similar like you want to protect one the package from your house to the your mom into a very far distant place. So you just you just cover that is kind of package with everything just cover outside, and you can place can stick several the label in the that's covered the package and send out. So the outside the information and inside the different. So that's make sure that kind of encrypted the packet is kind of safe. And besides, they use IPsec for kind of communication between the two endpoints or two routers. IPsec is still very common in use set VPN or virtual private network. For example, on the screen you can see the one user want to access the network, but he or she do not want to disclose his IP address. So now that user can use IPsec or VPN server, and after go to this kind of the IPsec tunnel, the data is encrypted and the original the IP now become a VPN server the IP, and now the every traffic from the user and internet just tam with public data, public information under our VPN server. So that's kind. Sometimes you can see I want to access the campus or I want to access the kind of my company's network. I just use VPN, and VPN can help to hide the real source IP, so you cannot track back if you do not have permission access the kind of VPN server. So this is kind of quite popular in currently, and every campus or every big company they use a VPN to support kind of local network too. So this kind of very common. And but the one quick question: do you think VPN can hide all our credential or our all information? Everyone thinks VPN is safe. So it really safe? So that's the question. I think it's a leap for everyone. To me, yeah, this one I think one thing, yeah, no. One thing I just say why no. First is you need to VPN server, right? From security perspective or opinion, that server can know where you from. Yes, where you from. So VPN providers still can have our access history information. So just remind you, VPN cannot hide everything. So please select the trusted VPN provider. Do not trust every services. Do not trust someone cannot follow you. If you think the VPN is kind of perfect as a matter, no. VPNs we still can track back Yeah, you can access the kind of VPN service like a police request a VPN server. They still can track you where you're from. So it's not safe. So just to make sure you understand the model, Of course, in the normal thing, no one try to track that. So maybe in the most case it's safe. Most case is safe. But just to remind you how it is. And in practice, just the last lesson I already mentioned, we have many kind of hardware level encryption. Like we use a cryptography device in World War II, and currently cryptography device in our current line, right? So the hardware security, that's the same. That's kind of physical computing the device and can safeguard or manage digital key and performance encryption, decryption. The one thing is different from all the algorithm I introduced previous. This one hardware the level encryption, that means they support algorithm in the hardware level, so it's faster. Encrypt and decrypt is much faster. So mostly in the enterprise they use this kind of mechanism. Okay, so about our lesson. So this lesson I already tell you about the three securities, the protocols in the current level: TLS, IPsec, and VPN. So AES or RSA still called cryptography algorithm in this protocol, and to make sure they can support kind of massive data, so they use a kind of hardware security model because they can accelerate the encryption and decryption speed. Okay, so hope you can have a little bit know more about the security protocol and the hardware, security devices. Okay, see you next lesson.